information in the memory of the quantum computer safely, robustly.
Imagine a world where a single nation controls the very technology that powers our global systems, everything from your bank accounts to national security. China is on the brink of achieving that power with a breakthrough in quantum computing that could disrupt everything we know. What if this technology doesn't just change industries, but shifts the balance of global power, threatening security, privacy, and even the future of warfare?
Quantum computers is a hardware question where it actually increases your ability to do much more than with an ordinary digital computer.
One of the most intriguing aspects of this discussion is the role of quantum computing, particularly Chinese recent breakthroughs in this field. The country has made an extraordinary leap in developing quantum technology, which is poised to change everything we know about computing and how we secure our most vital infrastructures. With its quantum computing capabilities, China has the potential not only to reshape technological advancements, but also to shift the global balance of power, possibly forever. Central to this shift is the Origin Wukong, China's most recent and powerful quantum supercomputer. This machine, which has already outperformed some of the most advanced classical systems in the world, is a critical piece in China's ongoing pursuit of quantum supremacy. The Origin Wukong is not simply another step forward in quantum computing, it marks a defining moment in the race for technological dominance. Unlike traditional computers, which rely on binary processing, this supercomputer harnesses the unique properties of quantum mechanics, including quantum entanglement and superposition, to process data at speeds previously deemed impossible. What makes the Origin Wukong so revolutionary is its ability to solve complex problems millions of times faster than the most advanced classical computers. Traditional supercomputers rely on binary code to perform tasks, processing information one step at a time. Quantum computers, on the other hand, use quantum bits, qubits, which can represent multiple possibilities simultaneously. This ability to perform complex calculations at unprecedented speeds has raised significant questions about how the global power structure could change if one country, China in this case, controls the leading quantum computing technologies. Reports from Beijing confirm that the Origin Wukong is currently achieving speeds that were once considered impossible, pushing the boundaries of what we know about quantum supremacy. These advancements in computational power have the potential to radically transform industries and governments worldwide. If China can continue to refine its quantum technologies at this pace, it could redefine global leadership in technology, economics, and even security. This leap in quantum computing is not simply an academic achievement or a technological novelty. It has practical and far-reaching consequences. One of the most significant areas where China's quantum computing breakthroughs could make an impact is in the realm of global security. Modern encryption techniques, which rely on solving complex mathematical problems, currently protect everything from financial transactions to military communications. These encryption methods, while extremely secure, are based on the assumption that classical computers cannot solve these problems quickly. The development of powerful quantum computers, however, presents a serious challenge to this assumption. With quantum computing, the security systems we rely on today could be vulnerable. Quantum computers can break encryption codes that are thought to be unbreakable by classical computers. A quantum computer capable of breaking current encryption methods would be able to decrypt sensitive data almost instantly. This could pose a grave risk to everything from personal information to national security. As a result, the world is now scrambling to develop quantum-resistant encryption, designed to withstand attacks from quantum computers. If China leads the way in this area, it could have a profound advantage in global cybersecurity. Beyond security, artificial intelligence, AI, is another field where quantum computing could have transformative effects. AI, which is already revolutionizing industries around the world, relies on vast amounts of data and immense computational power. Quantum computing, with its ability to process data at exponential speeds, could take AI to levels previously imagined only in science fiction. Machines could process data faster, recognize patterns more efficiently, and make decisions with unprecedented accuracy. China is aware of this potential and is already using its advances in quantum computing to accelerate breakthroughs in AI, machine learning, robotics, and automation. With quantum computing, AI systems could evolve at an exponential rate, gaining capabilities far beyond what we currently see in today's technology. This could give China an edge over the rest of the world in AI development, leading to significant economic and geopolitical consequences. However, this progress does not come without challenges. While China has certainly made impressive strides, it is important to note that it is not the only country investing in quantum technology. The United States, Europe, and other parts of the world are pouring billions into quantum research, realizing that falling behind in this race could mean losing their technological dominance for decades to come. But even with such investments, the speed and scope of China's advancements in quantum computing have left many Western experts playing catch-up. What makes this situation even more concerning is the possibility of China dominating the global technological landscape. If China continues to lead in quantum research, it could set the terms for the future of computing, artificial intelligence, and global security. In essence, it could become the gatekeeper for technologies that are integral to everything from finance and trade to national security and warfare. This shift in power dynamics could redefine what it means to be a global superpower in the digital age. As nations across the world realize the importance of quantum computing, it is becoming clear that those who lead in this field will have a significant advantage in shaping the future. Whether through economic leverage, military superiority, or control over critical infrastructure, the country that controls quantum computing may soon find itself in a dominant position on the global stage. But what happens next? With quantum computing at the forefront of technological development, and with China positioning itself as a global leader, it is clear that the next steps in this race will have enormous implications for the future. While the full impact of China's quantum leap remains uncertain, one thing is clear: the future of technology, security, and geopolitics will be heavily influenced by who leads in quantum research and how that power is wielded. And as China continues to push the boundaries of what is possible, the world is left wondering if the balance of power will ever be the same again. The pace at which quantum computing is advancing makes it evident that the landscape of technology is shifting, and it's shifting rapidly. As China moves further ahead in the quantum race, the rest of the world will have to adjust accordingly. Whether this leads to a new era of technological dominance or a more collaborative approach to global innovation remains to be seen. But one thing is for certain: the world is watching closely, and the next few years could determine the future of global power in ways we can hardly predict. China's advancement in quantum computing has set the stage for a technological revolution, one that could shape the future of industries, governments, and even global power dynamics. At the heart of this revolution is the Origin Wukong, China's latest and most powerful quantum supercomputer. This development is not merely a technological achievement. It represents a fundamental shift in the global race for quantum supremacy. Quantum computing is a technology that has been in development for decades. It harnesses the principles of quantum mechanics, such as superposition and entanglement, to process data in ways that classical computers cannot. Traditional computers rely on binary bits. Each bit can either be a 0 or a 1. Quantum computers, on the other hand, use quantum bits, or qubits, which can exist in multiple states simultaneously. This ability to process vast amounts of data at once allows quantum computers to solve certain types of problems much faster than any classical computer ever could. The Origin Wukong is a 72-qubit superconducting quantum computer developed by Origin Quantum Computing Technology, a company based in China. Unlike classical systems, which are limited by binary computation, the Origin Wukong is able to perform calculations at speeds that were once thought impossible. Early tests of the machine suggest that it can process millions of times more calculations per second than the most powerful classical supercomputers currently in use. This massive leap in computational power has made waves in the scientific and technological communities, with many experts predicting that it could have far-reaching implications for industries, governments, and national security. The global significance of this development cannot be overstated. Quantum computing has the potential to solve complex problems that are beyond the capabilities of classical systems. This includes everything from optimization problems in logistics and supply chains to complex simulations for drug discovery and climate modeling. However, it's the sheer speed and power of quantum systems that set them apart from traditional computers. With the Origin Wukong, China is demonstrating the ability to solve previously intractable problems, and this could have a profound impact on multiple sectors of the global economy. One of the most notable aspects of the Origin Wukong is the way it is changing the accessibility of quantum computing. Reports confirm that more than 20 million users from across the world, including countries like the United States, Russia, Japan, and Canada, have already accessed China's quantum computing cloud. This large-scale access allows users to run quantum simulations, test quantum algorithms, and explore new applications of quantum technology, all via the cloud. By making this cutting-edge technology available to such a large number of remote users, China is positioning itself as the leader in the global quantum computing race. This level of accessibility provides China with a strategic advantage. Not only does it allow China to refine and improve its quantum systems on an unprecedented scale, but it also fosters an environment where quantum technology can rapidly evolve. By providing access to researchers, engineers, and companies worldwide, China is able to accelerate the development of quantum computing applications. This can lead to faster breakthroughs in areas like machine learning, cryptography, and artificial intelligence, fields that are becoming increasingly important in our digital age. China's lead in quantum computing is a result of years of careful planning and investment. The country has poured substantial resources into quantum research, both in terms of funding and talent. While countries like the United States and several European nations have made significant strides in quantum research, China has managed to establish itself as a global leader in this field. The country has made impressive advances in quantum communication, quantum cryptography, and of course quantum computing, which positions it to dominate the next wave of technological innovation. However, China's advancements are not without their challenges. One of the major hurdles facing the country is the scalability of its quantum systems. Quantum computing by its nature requires delicate and precise control over qubits, which are highly susceptible to interference from their environment. This is known as quantum decoherence, and it has posed a significant barrier to the development of practical large-scale quantum computers. While China has made significant strides in this area, the path to fully scalable and reliable quantum computers is still a work in progress. Despite these challenges, China has already made substantial progress in overcoming the barriers to quantum computing. The Origin Wukong is just the latest in a series of groundbreaking achievements in the country's quantum program. Researchers are already working on scaling quantum processors to higher qubit counts, which will allow for even more powerful quantum computers in the future. This focus on scaling is a crucial step in ensuring that quantum computing can be applied to real-world problems on a massive scale. It is likely that in the coming years, China will continue to push the boundaries of what is possible with quantum systems, making quantum computing more practical and accessible than ever before. The implications of this quantum revolution extend far beyond the realms of academia and research. The impact on industries such as finance, healthcare, and telecommunications could be profound. Quantum computing has the potential to optimize financial systems, model complex markets, and speed up decision-making processes in ways that were previously unimaginable. In healthcare, quantum computers could help design new drugs and therapies by simulating the interactions of molecules at a level of detail that classical computers cannot achieve. For telecommunications, quantum computing could lead to more efficient and secure communication networks, as well as advances in encryption technologies. However, it is perhaps in the area of cryptography and cybersecurity where the impact of China's quantum computing breakthrough will be felt most immediately. Modern encryption protocols rely on the fact that classical computers cannot efficiently solve certain mathematical problems, such as factoring large numbers or solving complex algorithms. These protocols are used to protect everything from bank transactions to government communications, but quantum computers can break these encryption methods in a matter of seconds, rendering current security systems obsolete. This has led to a global race to develop quantum-resistant encryption, which would be capable of withstanding attacks from quantum computers. China, with its lead in quantum computing, is well positioned to play a key role in shaping the future of global cybersecurity. China's success in quantum computing has already begun to ripple across the world. The United States, Europe, and other nations are now pouring billions into quantum research, recognizing the need to keep pace with China's advances. This has led to an increased focus on quantum research and development, R&D, in Western nations as governments realize that losing this race could result in a long-term technological disadvantage. The stakes are high. Quantum computing has the potential to reshape industries, redefine national security, and even change the balance of power in global geopolitics. But despite these efforts, Many experts believe that China currently holds the lead in the quantum race. If this momentum continues, China could solidify its position as the world's leading power in quantum technology, giving it a significant strategic advantage in everything from defense to global trade. The next few years will be crucial in determining whether China can maintain its lead in quantum computing and fully capitalize on its technological advancements. China's breakthrough in quantum computing is not just a technological advancement. It is a game changer that could redefine global security, artificial intelligence, and military operations. The development of the Origin Wukong supercomputer, alongside other quantum systems, signals a shift that could reshape the very foundations of industries and international power structures. As China continues to lead in quantum technology, the world is beginning to realize the profound implications this could have for cybersecurity, AI development, and even global warfare. The most immediate concern surrounding China's rise in quantum computing is the potential impact on encryption and cybersecurity. The security protocols that protect everything from financial transactions to sensitive government communications are based on complex mathematical problems that classical computers struggle to solve. These encryption methods, which rely on the difficulty of factoring large numbers or solving intricate algorithms, are designed to keep digital data safe from malicious actors. However, quantum computers have the potential to crack these encryption methods in a matter of seconds. This has sparked a global race to develop quantum-resistant encryption that could stand up to quantum-permitted attacks. At the heart of this concern is the ability of quantum computers to process information at exponentially faster rates than classical systems. In essence, quantum computers use quantum bits, or qubits, which can represent multiple states simultaneously. This allows them to perform calculations at speeds that would be impossible for traditional computers. A quantum computer capable of solving complex encryption algorithms in seconds could unlock encrypted data that was previously thought to be secure for centuries. This shift in the landscape of cybersecurity is one of the most pressing challenges facing governments, corporations, and individuals alike. China's dominance in quantum computing places it in a unique position to shape the future of global encryption standards. While other countries are racing to develop their own quantum technologies and countermeasures, China has already established itself as the leader in this field. This gives the country a strategic advantage, as it could set the terms for how encryption technologies evolve in the coming years. As nations scramble to secure their data against quantum threats, China's expertise in quantum computing may allow it to lead the way in developing the next generation of secure communication systems. But the implications of China's quantum leap extend far beyond encryption and cybersecurity. Another key area where quantum computing is set to have a transformative impact is artificial intelligence. AI has already begun to revolutionize industries across the globe, but quantum computing has the potential to take it to a whole new level. Quantum computers are not only faster at processing data, but they are also capable of solving highly complex problems that classical computers cannot. This could accelerate advancements in machine learning, robotics, and automation, providing a massive boost to AI development. Quantum computers can process massive amounts of data simultaneously, enabling AI systems to learn and adapt much more quickly. This could lead to breakthroughs in fields such as pattern recognition, predictive analytics, and decision-making. For instance, AI systems powered by quantum computing could process vast data sets in real time, helping to identify trends, predict outcomes, and make decisions with an accuracy and speed that was previously unattainable. The ability of quantum AI to handle complex, multi-dimensional problems could enable innovations in areas like personalized medicine, climate modeling, and even space exploration. China's leadership in quantum computing could provide the country with a significant advantage in AI development. The integration of quantum computing and AI could result in the creation of AI models that are more powerful, more efficient, and capable of performing tasks that were once thought to be the exclusive domain of humans. For example, quantum-powered AI could be used to accelerate drug discovery by modeling molecular interactions at an unprecedented scale, or it could be applied to optimize supply chains in ways that are not possible with today's classical systems. With these capabilities, China could gain a substantial edge in industries that are already being transformed by AI. The United States and other Western nations have long been at the forefront of AI research, but China's progress in quantum computing could force a dramatic shift in this field. As quantum computing continues to evolve, the ability to harness this technology will become a critical factor in determining global leadership in AI. The United States and Europe are now investing heavily in quantum research to keep pace with China's advancements, but many experts believe that China already holds the lead in this race. If China continues to make breakthroughs in both quantum computing and AI, it could leave other nations struggling to catch up. This technological shift is not just about economic competition, it also has serious implications for global security. As quantum computing advances, it is poised to change the way military forces operate and fight wars. Today, military operations rely heavily on secure communications and real-time data analysis. The advent of quantum computing could fundamentally alter the way military intelligence is gathered, processed, and transmitted. One of the most significant developments in this area is the concept of quantum encryption, which is theoretically unbreakable. Unlike conventional encryption, which relies on mathematical problems that can eventually be cracked, quantum encryption uses the principles of quantum mechanics to create secure communication channels that are virtually impossible to intercept. Quantum encryption works by using quantum key distribution, QKD, a method in which keys for encryption are sent using quantum particles. If an attempt is made to intercept the transmission, the quantum state of the particles is altered, alerting both the sender and the receiver to the breach. This makes quantum encryption fundamentally more secure than classical encryption methods. For military operations, this could be a game changer, providing a level of communication security that has never been possible before. China's advancements in quantum encryption could provide its military with a significant advantage in securing its communications. As more nations begin to explore quantum encryption for military purposes, China's early lead in the field may allow it to dominate the development of secure military communication systems. This could shift the balance of power in global military operations, as countries that lack access to quantum encryption could find themselves vulnerable to espionage and cyber attacks. Beyond secure communication, quantum computing is set to revolutionize military battlefield tactics. By harnessing the power of quantum systems, military forces can process vast amounts of data in parallel, enabling them to simulate countless strategic outcomes in real time. This ability to analyze and predict enemy movements with extreme accuracy could dramatically improve military decision-making and tactics. Autonomous drones, missile defense systems, and cyber warfare operations powered by quantum AI could become far more advanced, reducing human decision-making time to mere seconds. The speed and accuracy of these systems could render traditional combat strategies obsolete, as military forces move toward AI-driven operations that evolve in real time. In addition to enhancing battlefield capabilities, quantum computing could also improve military logistics and operations. For example, quantum systems could optimize supply chains, predict the movement of enemy forces, and provide real-time intelligence in ways that were previously unimaginable. This could give countries with access to quantum technology a significant edge in both offensive and defensive military operations. As China continues to push the boundaries of quantum computing, its military may be the first to fully embrace these technologies. The potential for quantum-driven warfare raises serious concerns about the future of conflict. The integration of AI and quantum computing into military strategy could lead to a new era of warfare, one in which speed, precision, and the ability to process vast amounts of data in real time determine the outcome of conflicts. This would mark a dramatic departure from traditional military tactics, where human decision-making and physical presence on the battlefield were once central to success. As China takes the lead in quantum computing and AI, the rest of the world is faced with a crucial question. How can they respond to this technological revolution? The stakes are high, and the implications of falling behind are significant. While the United States and Europe are investing heavily in quantum research, the rapid pace of China's progress has raised alarm. If this momentum continues, China could secure a dominant position in the global technological landscape, reshaping industries, security systems, and military strategies. China's progress in quantum computing has already surpassed many expectations, and the breakthroughs achieved thus far are just the beginning. The Origin Wukong quantum supercomputer is a significant milestone, but the journey doesn't stop there. Researchers in China are already focusing on scaling quantum processors to even higher qubit counts, pushing the limits of what these systems can achieve. If successful, these developments could make today's most powerful supercomputers seem obsolete, marking a new era in computational power. The next step in China's quantum computing strategy is to take the advancements already made and combine them with artificial intelligence. Experts in the field of quantum computing have long speculated that the integration of quantum systems with AI could lead to an entirely new form of intelligence. Artificial General Intelligence, AGI. This is a type of AI that goes beyond narrow task-specific applications and possesses the ability to reason, learn, and adapt in a manner similar to human intelligence. By combining quantum computing's immense processing power with AI's learning capabilities, China could be on the verge of creating machines that can think, reason, and solve complex problems across a wide range of domains. The potential applications of such advancements are staggering. Artificial general intelligence could redefine industries in ways we have yet to fully comprehend. In healthcare, AGI could potentially assist in diagnosing diseases, developing personalized treatment plans, and even discovering new drugs. In the realm of scientific discovery, AGI could accelerate research in fields ranging from quantum physics to climate science, providing new insights and solutions to long-standing problems. On a global scale, AGI could revolutionize everything from logistics to entertainment, driving efficiencies and capabilities that are beyond our current understanding. China's focus on artificial general intelligence in conjunction with quantum computing positions it to be a leader in what could be one of the most transformative technological shifts in history. However, there are challenges ahead. Quantum systems, even with their immense potential, are still in the early stages of development. Scaling these systems to handle more qubits and improve their reliability is a complex task that requires overcoming significant technical hurdles, including quantum decoherence. If these challenges can be overcome, China can unlock a new world of possibilities for AGI and beyond. The development of AGI also brings with it important ethical and governance considerations. With machines capable of human-like reasoning, there will be significant debates about control, accountability, and the implications of machines making critical decisions. The integration of AGI into global systems raises questions about power, security, and the potential for misuse. China's position as the global leader in both quantum computing and AI would give it unprecedented influence over these emerging technologies. How China chooses to wield this power, whether responsibly or otherwise, could have significant consequences for the world. While AGI and the integration of quantum computing with AI are exciting prospects, they are still in the realm of the future. In the short term, however, China's quantum computing breakthroughs are already having a profound impact on the global technology landscape. The world's leading tech companies and governments are now accelerating their investments in quantum research in an attempt to close the gap with China. The United States, the European Union, and other nations are pouring billions into quantum computing projects, recognizing the strategic importance of these technologies for everything from national security to economic competitiveness. Despite these efforts, China's lead in quantum computing is substantial, with the Origin WooCom already outperforming many classical systems and research teams working on scaling up quantum processors. China is in a prime position to continue making advancements at an unprecedented pace. If this momentum continues, China could not only maintain its position as the leader in quantum computing, but also solidify its dominance in other fields such as AI and cybersecurity. The implications of this for global technology, trade, and power dynamics are profound. The future of quantum computing is not just about which country has the most powerful machines. It is about how these machines will shape the future of humanity. As quantum computing continues to evolve, its impact will be felt across all sectors, from healthcare and finance to security and defense. Countries around the world will have to find ways to compete with or collaborate with China as it leads the charge in this next technological revolution. China's ambition in the realm of quantum computing is clear. The country has already made significant strides, and the future promises even greater breakthroughs. The next few years will be crucial in determining whether China can maintain its lead or whether other nations can catch up. What is certain is that we are on the cusp of a technological shift that will change the world in ways we can hardly imagine. As quantum computing continues to evolve, the balance of global technological power will be forever altered. The only question now is whether other nations will be able to keep up, or whether China will solidify its position as the leader in the quantum revolution.